Hi guys, Ru here, and let's talk about this magazine. Delete it. We're done. No, I'm just joking. So, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna do something different, okay? Let's grab this bottom part and Shift D, right click to cancel, P selection, and there we go. Select this edge. If you can't see it, just go to local. GG and move it, all the way up here, and this one is too far too. GG and move it here. And in fact these are too big, so SY, and we can scale them. In fact we could do it this way, so SY and scale them a little bit to make it thinner. Perfect. Now we're going to extrude it down, so E and extrude it down, but we're going to do something funky with it. So first of all, right, we need to cut a handle in here. So Shift D to copy this one, SY to make it wider, and bring the origin to geometry. Now scale it a little bit, SZ to scale it on Z, bring it in here on the Z axis so it's straight, and make it a little bit smaller, but Shift Y to make it to constrain it to Y axis, and apply the scale. Now we're going to introduce bevels here, so select edge and then Shift G and direction, then Control B, and it didn't work. Shift G, direction, there we go, Shift B, and bevel it like this. Okay, so that's one. Two, what I want to do with this, right, create kind of like a handle-ish effect. So we need to connect all these connect all these verts on the corners, so we can then run loops across this mesh. So select all, like that. So this like a knuckle duster kind of thing when you put your hands on to ruin someone's day. Well, that's what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna be kind of like a grip like this, and there are 4 fingers, right? 4 fingers, which means we need, these are gonna be ridges, which means we need 4 indentations for 4 fingers, because thumb's gonna be in here, and you'll see in a minute. So this gonna be a cut for the hand to go in, and then the thumb's gonna be resting here, pressing a button to release this whole magazine. You see what I mean? But at the same time, you could actually grab this gun from the bottom by this handle, so kind of double heavy-duty magazine. You can carry a rifle by holding the magazine. Anyway, so let's grab these loops, and we need to split them like this, okay? And then we need to split these loops furthermore, like this, all right? And then we need to select these guys, okay? Go to front and scale them on all axes except of Y. So Shift Y, like this, right? Now go to top view, okay? And by the way, we need to turn off the bevel here and the way to normals. This is going to be a cutter, so you don't want any modifiers like this going on a cutter. Go to edge mode, go to occlude, click here, and then B, and select all these edges like this through the mesh, right? Now turn this off, and now what we're going to do is Shift B and simply bevel them to make them look round like that, okay? And now when we're going to cut it, we're going to get something like this, okay? And this cutter needs to go above both bevel and weight to normals. And now see if we actually are close to home. No, we're not, so we need to adjust it. Okay, so let's go to the cutter, right, and go to occlude mode, this one, and we're gonna move stuff about. So let's select these, so these ones, come on, press B, and this, and move it to the right, to the left. So GX, and move it here. And this one we're gonna move to the other side, so GX, and move it in here, right? And these ones gonna be closer to one another, so select these and move them really close, right, like this here, really close. So this opening in the middle is gonna be bigger, okay? Don't know if you understand what I'm doing, but now it's gonna be tough to select it. B, and select this middle and move it back here, okay? So the opening for the finger is large, that's what I want to do, okay? Then B here and select these and move them this way, GZ, okay? And this is too big, so we're gonna move it to the other side. So B and GX, and here B and GX, and something like this. Is it better? Yeah, it's better. See, that's better. This one is a bit uneven, so which means we need to move all of these to the other side. So somewhere here, right? So the distance between these two is more or less the same. Nice. Now let's apply the cutter, and let's grab this edge here. But before we do that, we need to fix these this junk. So let's go K and C, go here, Z, click and apply, which should cut across the mesh, and it did. And let's turn off this occlude thing, and let's grab all these lines here and dissolve them. Now we can hide this cutter because it's confusing, like snow in summer. So to the cutters. And now what we're gonna do is simply grab this, come on, grab this shape, select these two edges and these two as well, so we don't have to mirror it, and simply Shift B and, you know, but you cannot go too far, you see, because you're going to clamp, overshoot the bevel. But make it soft, yeah? Make it soft, see? You gotta be soft because the hand's gonna go inside, right? And now we can actually grab these two, whoops, Shift Z. We went into a look depth mode. If you go to, by mistake, into this kind of mode, that's wireframe here. So you can either switch here, or simply press the Shift Z to go back to a solid mode. So don't panic, everything is fine. Shift, Control B, I mean, and make it smooth, you know, like this. And then we're going to actually bevel this one as well. So let's grab this edge and let's bevel it like that. And let's grab these two and bevel them as well. All right, so this is really smooth, right? And we need to add some mirror. So let's grab a mirror, and the mirror gonna go on top like this, okay? Perfect. So something like this looks pretty cool. What on earth is this? It's a mirror going in the wrong direction, isn't it? Yep. There we go. Here. Peachy. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna angle it. So grab this one, R, and bring this origin point back to geometry. So here, and then R, Control, and snap it to this angle, and simply bring it in here and make it smaller. And we're gonna, you know, deal with it later. But more or less, the whole point is that the hand should more or less fit in here, to so you can grab it, right? And we're gonna add some switch here, so you can grab it and sort of pull a switch, and you simply detach this thing from the gun. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. So that's the basics of the magazine. Of course, we need to cut a hole in it, in this mesh, but again, we're gonna do it later. Add some more interest in here. Now we're gonna move to the scope in next video, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.